What's going on, my brother, man?
It is great to see you, man.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual choo-choo train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. Blockchain. Blockchain.
We're talking about the intellectual choo-choo train.
It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why
Blockchain monkeys, what's going on, Eagle?
research that research. Throw it on that nano ledger, pull that heat first. We used to fun and the Twitter beef, cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now he mocking me with no degree. We say about it swift.
Keep it walking.
Respect elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking. And shout out to my blockchain monkeys who came out of that safari to our big chain party. In case it's Rockwood with it. You can give us the W, cause it's gorillas in the jungle.
Santa Luz. Good
Rockin'
market.
with me. Oh, they feeling me.
ODL.
That's the order, man. Liquidity. Hey, Wall Street.
We got what you need. A love for crypto liquidity.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual choo-choo train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. 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 We talking about it. Intellectual choo-choo train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I'm talking mad research. It'll make a head spin because it was CKJ and it was D-A-I and it was always Kevin K with some T-M-I and mixing crypto. Harry, that's a lot of legendary. I was screaming to the masses acting like they couldn't hear it. With a lot of Rob Cash and Gem Crypto. How you living? Did I say B-Chain?
Token visit. Let's pop it up.
And Mikey, yo, Uncle Sam, cause he took me on a life boat. She got a fatty, and she's a nurse. I'm here to put my rocket in her universe. Oh, this is freedom here. I'm talking Rogerville, Antonopolis. That's what brought me here. Walking in this bitch like Jim Swartz. I'm an arson. So we're partying.
Let's go.
Blockchain. Blockchain.
I'm talking about the intellectual choo-choo train. It's DRV up in the streets, man. Let's rock a rip all on that blockchain.
We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. How you living? They say we doomed. I beg to differ. Roses on the moon. How you living? They say we doomed. I beg to differ. Roses on the moon.
Are you participating? Shout out to Egos and Blockchain Monkeys. That tune is available on Spotify, by the way, and I think on the other ones as well. I think iTunes. I think it's Spotify and the other one. I forget the name of it, but anyway, definitely want to get that. Definitely want to get that. Is Eagle is doing his thing. Blockchain Monkeys. It's the name of the album. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. So good morning, guys. Happy Thursday to you. What is going on, friends? Tumbleweed XRP. What's going on, Tumbleweed XRP? Good to see you this morning. Guys, listen, I am the crypto siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Well, so listen, the market is doing okay, right? So how blessed are we to be early adopters in this new asset class that is the digital asset space? What's going on, Coco Crypto? Good to see you. I hope you guys, if you're in a position, I hope you had a chance to take some profits. If you are in a position, I've taken some profits out of one asset, going to take some profits out of another one today, and just kind of keep that, if you will, dry powder on the sidelines. You know, kind of seeing what's going to happen in terms of correction. We'll see how that goes. Jerry Wanian is here. Good morning to you. Jay Corn, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. XRP Gokon, probably. Good to see you. Shy-Town XRP. Good morning to you, bro. Charlie G, you liking that Filecoin, huh? How is Filecoin doing? Crypto Zeus, indeed. It is. It is. Crypto_JS is in the building. San Antonio is here. What's good? Rafael Lamore is here. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Well, I got to tell you, listen, the market is doing swell, as they say, right? It's doing okay. Wow. So BNY Mellon offer Bitcoin services. What do you think that is about? And Ripple got the official patent, if you will, on its ODL product. Yeah, like, what do you think is going on with the psychology of the market right now? It's very, very interesting to see the psychology in the market. Everyone's kind of excited and they're pumped for sure. Retail is going to come in buying, right? Because it's euphoric. The question is, when the correction comes, if it comes, and it's most likely to come, are you going to be prepared to take advantage of it? That is the thing. Because remember, we're not quite in the full alt season where everything's moving, life is great, everyone's crazy good, the Bitcoin dominance and the alt dominance is flipped, right? It's 50% or so, or less than 60% for Bitcoin dominance, and that starts to go down. Well, that's when we know we're in that full alt season, right? That's when we know we're in full tilt with the alt season. So we're not quite there yet, but there are opportunities in the market to take advantage of some profits if you happen to get some, right? I saw Michael B, I believe, Pinky77 or something like that on Twitter. He said he was quadrupled his Elrond, which is not bad, right? Which is not bad. I know some people have more than quadrupled their algo, right? I know I've more than quadrupled my algo, right? So these are places, these are opportunities to take some profits. And again, kind of maybe look to consider the BC backer kind of reallocation thing. And trust me, it's not only him. He's just one who is more public about it, more vocal about it. DIY investing does the same thing. High altitude investing, actually mentioned it on a video the other day. You know, taking profits off of one thing and put it into something that hasn't moved yet. You know, it's just a kind of a really, really good way to really kind of compound your money. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where we are. Hopefully you guys are in a position to do the same as well. Good morning, Siege from the DMV. Good morning, Trevor. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, nice, Chi-Town. Thank you, Siege. I'm starting to research Celsius. Great. I don't have a plan yet. Hopefully, it'll be one of my safe havens. Yeah, hopefully, my friend. Hopefully, you will definitely get there with that. AMAs, for sure, with Alex. Celsius.network. Celsius Hub. CelsiusHub.com. And then there's a Celsians, like SIANS.com as well, if you'd like to do more reading. Crypto_JS says, so many gains, enjoy it, but yes, some correction has to come and cool off. After that correction, get ready for faces to start melting. Exactly. That's exactly right. So if you put 100, 200, 500 into something, think about it, and it's now 10x'd or even 20x'd. I mean, we have a thing that's 20x'd. I forget which one I was looking at, right? 20x is not a bad run, right? So, you know, for me, I'm looking, well, the thing's 20x. So it's probably time to take a good amount of that, right? And put it into something that hasn't quite moved yet, right? Like for the year, it's in the minus. For the year, it's only up 10, 40, 50%. Hasn't quite moved yet, right? So you can take that money that you have in something else that's 10 to 20x. You can take some, all, half, 60%, whatever, put it into something else that's going to go on its 10, 15x, possibly, right? Pretty cool deal. You actually get more money that way. It's interesting to see it. Like once you kind of see it and you do the math, you're like, oh, that makes sense mathematically. Because it's just really ultimately understanding the math. Shout out to BC Backer and bcbacker.com for kind of turning me on to that and kind of educating me on just kind of like do the math. Like most of us just think, well, it's 20x. Man, this thing's going 40x, right? And so you just leave it there. And instead of kind of playing the percentages on the money. Yeah. Indeed. Learn that math, guys. Learn the math. Mark Wilgus, what's going on with you, my friend? Good morning, Siege. Great fundamentals in the market now. Yeah. If Apple does buy Bitcoin, we will see another big jump. Then time to take some profits. Indeed. Some dude, Richard Dent, is calling for, that name sounds so familiar, calling for a market crash, stock market crash, right? Interesting stuff. 40% correction in the market, in the stock market. It'll be interesting to see how Bitcoin, how digital assets respond to that. Remember the last market crash, everything crashed. So we'll see, including the digital asset space, right? Tammy B, good morning to you. Good to see you. Shout out to all the ladies in crypto, Coco Crypto, and Tammy B. Did another lady of crypto check in? So what is the deal with BNY Mellon offering Bitcoin services? BNY Mellon is look like massive history in the traditional financial space, big time custodians in that financial markets. We all know, maybe some of you haven't heard, but there was a BNY Mellon. There was from the Mellon family years and years and years ago, bought millions and millions and millions in XRP. I forget how many, maybe 3 million. Had 3 million, I think that was the number. Back way when, and passed away. No one had access to his stuff. Yeah, isn't that crazy? So the Mellon family is quite familiar with Ripple and XRP. Can't forget it. That's right, Chi-Town. We're still early in terms of the alt season, right? We're not in full tilt. Yet. And that's important to know. But again, if you understand the market, if you understand that there's front runners and then there's laggards, you can make more money in the bull market, in the alt season run, if you understand that. And honestly, I didn't, again, 2017, 2018, I had no idea. I didn't know how to work the math. I really didn't know how to work the math, but now I do. Shout out to BC Backers. So that's what I have been doing. And I've been putting them into, the laggards, that they won't be laggards for long, right? But I've been putting them into the laggards, just taking some. And, the goal is to get to 4 figures in each laggard, right? So there's 5, 6 laggards. I mean, I already have enough in XRP. So 5 laggards, right? The goal is to get 4 figures, right? In each one of those from the profits from this one. And when you do the math, once you do the math, it's just more money. It's more money. Right? So let's go over this article here. Let me share this thing. BNY Mellon to offer Bitcoin services. This is on CNBC, a validation of crypto from a key bank in the financial system. Yeah, a key bank is right. All right, let's share this a little bit. Talk about this for a bit. Then we're going to go over the numbers. Oh, I almost hit the wrong button there. There it is here. BNY Mellon offer Bitcoin services, a validation of crypto from a key bank in the financial system. Key points here is the Bank of New York Mellon, the nation's oldest bank, said Thursday that it will begin financing Bitcoin and other digital currencies. Wow. it will eventually allow digital currencies to pass through the same financial network it currently uses for more traditional holdings like US Treasury bonds and equities. BNY Mellon is proud to be the first global bank. Everyone's the first, right? The first global bank to announce plans to provide an integrated service for digital assets, said Roman Riegelman, head of digital at BNY Mellon. It's interesting stuff, right? Remember, once they figured out they couldn't strong arm this technology, well, then they had to begin to embrace it. This is another sign of them embracing this new asset class. Bank of New York, the nation's oldest bank, said Thursday, I read that, the custody bank will eventually allow digital currencies to pass through the same financial network. Yeah, read that. Growing client demand for digital assets. Maturity of advanced solutions and improving regulatory clarity present a tremendous opportunity for us to extend our service through offerings to this emerging field. In other words, they know it's coming and it's here to stay. The nation's longest standing bank, BNY Mellon, is that what the thing said? The nation's oldest bank. What do you think about that? Shares of BNY Mellon's rose 2% in pre-market trading following the news. Yeah, they know. Look, the asset class is here to stay. And I got to tell you, the more I listen to Michael Saylor and the more I listen to Simon Dixon, we're going to share a little bit from him as well. I like what Simon Dixon says because he says Bitcoin still has to win. It hasn't won yet. Like, it hasn't won yet. Bitcoin still has to win. And he's an early adopter in Bitcoin. Back, I mean, he was doing talks and speeches in 2000. I thought he said 2011, 2013, wrote a book about Bitcoin, the first book. He says it hasn't won yet. And it also has not become a store of value yet. Isn't that interesting? What's going on here? It hasn't become a store of value yet. Yeah, it's interesting to hear someone who's a big time advocate for Bitcoin say it hasn't won yet. It hasn't won the store of value yet. But if it does, then it's on its way to becoming a measure of account, a unit of account. That's the next step. So first it has to win the store of value thing, then it will move towards becoming a unit of account. And that is massive if that happens. If it happens, right? If it happens. If you're not familiar with Simon Dixon from Bank to the Future, I would strongly encourage that you begin to study who the dude is. He called what's going on in the 2020s. He called it way back then, wrote a book about it. I think the book came out in 2016. Talking about what's going to happen in the 2020s. And we're just starting, right? Yeah, Chinese New Year tomorrow. A happy Chinese New Year to everyone that celebrates that. So interesting stuff coming from BNY Mellon. What do you think? Let me go over the market with you guys here and see what the market is going on. 47. Is that updated? Let me do this. Let me refresh. Yeah, so Bitcoin's at $47,871. Ethereum's at $1,796. What do you got going on here? Cardano, 96 cents. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that our guy Danny Loathe has the sell orders in place, got it all set up Get that dollar thing going on. XRP's 51.8 cents. Polkadot's at $25. Okay. Litecoin's $185. Link's $28. Stellar Lumens is at 45 cents. Bitcoin Cash, $525. Well, yeah. Got into that just in the nick of time. Uniswap's at $20 and Aave is at $529. Oh, look at EOS is up 10% on 24 hours. Yeah, got in that one too. Early enough. Early enough. Exciting times ahead. It only needs to hit $1 once for that sell order to go through. Hopefully our guy, Danny Loaf, gets that sell order in. I can't wait to celebrate with him, man. Well deserving. Crypto backer, Think Billions. It's BC backer. Think Billions. Yeah, I like that name. Think Billions, indeed. Why not? It's BC, Bravo Charlie Backer.com. I recommend it over and over and over and over again, constantly on this channel, because it's just a way to level up your IQ in this space, get a good foundation for a strategy. William Leather, good morning to you, bro. How are you today? Right, you got to get that, right? So hugely important. So, you know, Bank to the Future is... it's a firm, a company, right, that offers a way for you to participate in, you know, IPOs or what is it? Yeah, IPOs, things like that. Celsius Network actually used Bank to the Future to do their seed funding rounds for regular average Joe and Janes to participate, not VCs, if you were an accredited investor. So, again, BTC guy from way back when was actually an investment banker. So let me see here. Let me see what else would I want to share with you guys. This is what is this it? Oh, that's not it. So Elrond is doing some stuff. EGLD is doing some stuff. Oh, let's share this. So where are you guys? You feel like you got your plan set up? You know how much money you put into the space thus far? You got your price targets. You got your strategy after it hits the target. Like, what's your strategy? Is it straight to a bank? Is it into a stable coin? You have a strategy. You wrote the numbers down. You know what it looks like. Like, have you said to yourself and your significant other, when XRP hits this price point, and if we sell at that price point 10%, this is what we have. If we sell 70%, this is what we have. Are you familiar that in most bull runs, every bull run is a correction, right? There's some kind of pullback, right? Generally, you know, 30, 40, 50%. Maybe you don't want to participate in a pullback and get back the XRP that you sold. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to hodl through, maybe, and wait for that next leg up. Do you know the time frames for these alt season typically and historically? How long have they lasted? How long has the XRP run lasted? Do you know that? Right? Don't want to go into this bull run full tilt alt season not knowing, not being prepared, right? You can learn all of that at bcbacker.com. All right, so what did I want to share with you guys? There it is right here, the Chinese New Year, the Algorand Foundation. Happy Chinese New Year of the Ox. I'm telling you guys, if you don't know about Elrond, maybe you want to look into it. Maybe you want to look into that thing. That thing is going called, right? Elrond, smart contracts to increase adoption scope with global off-chain execution via Cardasea project and Linux tools. Some really good news coming out from this camp. They just constantly are making moves. I mean, it was over $200 at one point. There's only 21 million of it. But if you look into the fundamentals of this project and what they're looking to do, it really feels like they're trying to do in payments what Bitcoin couldn't do, peer-to-peer payments, what Bitcoin couldn't do. Really, really feels like it when you go through their stuff. Really, really does. Shout out to James Rule, XRP. What's going on, brother? A pretty huge deal here. BNY Mellon offered Bitcoin services. Yep, we just went through that. Absolutely interesting stuff. Kevin K shares this. A pro tip, if you just bought and held the assets that Coinbase announced in July, you would be up right now. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Some interesting ones there. I guess he highlighted the ones perhaps that he has. Ample Fourth and Hedera, got some of that. Fetch, I don't have any of that. Kava, got some of that. Ocean Protocol, don't have any of that. Reserve Rights, yep, got some of that. It's a pro tip. This is my third or fourth time posting this blog since the shout out to Kevin Cage. That guy's constantly putting in the work, right? How about the people that are in VeChain? It's Justin Bennett. VeChain is in the orange in this chart here. VeChain is in the orange. Cardano is in the blue. So this is the run that Cardano's been having. Holy wow. Yep. The difference, the percentage difference between the two equals a 10-cent VeChain. That would be nice. I believe that I saw VeChain at 4 cents today. Shout out to all the people who hold some of that VeChain. Boy, oh boy, it's been talking about testing your resolve, talking about, you know, whether or not you want to do something else with the VeChain, just kind of just hanging around 1 2 cents, 1 2 cents, a little bit less than 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent, a little bit more than 1 cent. I mean, just hanging around down there in that 1 cent area. It's good to see it get up to 4 cents. Now, I took profit on that thing when it got, the one time it went up to just right at 3 cents. I took profit and put it into another asset. But it's nice to see it get up to the 4 cent range, because I know a lot of people, 10 cent would be really cool. I don't know what kind of representation a 10 cent VeChain will make for the year. Let's see what VeChain is for the year. So yeah, so the all-time high was today for VeChain, looks like. So yes, here it is, over 4 cents. How cool is that? So for the year, it's up 446% for the year. Yeah, exactly, right? Because it's gotten to 4 cents. Oh man, so yeah, that's not bad as far as returning the money, right? 4x is not bad. Let's see something here. It's 90 days, 12-month chart. So that's not bad, right? That's not bad at all. So percentage gains, 10 cents. Yeah, that would be really, 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 really interesting if it got to 10 cents. So 2.5 would be really, really cool. 700%, somewhere around that range. But a 10-cent VeChain would make a lot of people happy. Would make a lot of people happy. Wait a minute, let me go back over here. So just for you VeChain guys. Now, this is a very interesting thing from Pompliano. And I actually tweeted on this one, but this dude, brutal. You get yourself in that position, brutal. The Lightning Network is going to disrupt the legacy payment networks, and they won't see it coming. Matt Hamilton, we all know Matt Hamilton, says, yeah, not so much. He said, no, it won't. Lightning is a complete usability nightmare. It won't disrupt anything. And Popliano, in his genius and his brilliance, said, LOL, okay, you strike me as someone who pours milk in the bowl before the cereal. When people go on the defensive, there's something to be said about that. So shout out to the Crypto Bull 2020 for sharing this with us, guys. XRP to 80 cents soon in the middle of an SEC lawsuit. Wow. Over the past 2 weeks, I posted targets for XRP, 44 cents and 51 cents. Both have been hit. We are now consolidating above 51 cents. Our next move will take us to 80 cents. Now, who is excited about an 80 cents XRP? I know we were there earlier in the year, right? Boy, we got to 79, something like that. So that is very, 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 very cool to see. That would be really, really nice. Shout out to Crypto Bull. Now, Michael at Val5 Links, you definitely want to follow this dude. Thanks for sharing, my friend. Compliments of roses on the moon. Ripple Lab Inc. received a patent for ODL, on-demand liquidity, from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on the 26th of January. The patent relates to foreign exchange and cross-border payments. There it is there. Ripple Lab obtains the patent for on-demand liquidity in the USA. Mosttraded.com. Interesting website. Okay. There it is there. I like the grantee listed for this patent. I don't want to read that. So Ripple Labs received the patent for on-demand liquidity from the United States Patent Office. The patent relates to foreign exchange and cross borders. Back on December 19th of 2019, Ripple Labs applied for a patent for on-demand liquidity. Now it was granted. A few days ago, on January 26, 2021, the patent number, was granted by the Patent Office, a network computing system implementing on-demand liquidity for cross-medium transaction services. The invention is attributed to Warren Paul Anderson and a bunch of other people. A computing system can facilitate cross-medium transactions through use of a digital currency, which would be XRP. The computing system can provide a guaranteed exchange rate and manage customer pools and or slippage balances in digital wallets to adjust digital currency transfer amounts in order to align them with the guaranteed exchange rate. Remember, a patent, right? You can't, when you go apply for a patent, you can't say, oh yeah, because this is what I say, hypothetically, this is going to happen, right? In a patent, you have to prove that the thing that you suggest it would do can do it. And that's how you get the patent. So despite details from the patent for ODL, despite the fact that on-demand liquidity works and actually well known, there are some surprises in the document. For example, the patent for the XRP-based solution states that the technology is not limited to banking institutions or currencies. But may rather be implemented for any exchange of value. Any exchange of value. Commodities, other digital currencies, and assets, bonds, stocks, securities, etc. That, my friends, is pretty powerful stuff. Wouldn't you agree? Where am I at here? Let's do this. That's pretty powerful stuff. ODL patent. It's not just for banks in financial institutions. I think you can, I think Chi-Town, now I talked to a person who works in the patent office, and he told me that it can't just be an idea concept. You can apply for it with an idea, with just the idea. But to get it, you have to prove that it does the thing that you say that it does. And this is from someone who works at the patent office. Michael Cummings, what's going on, my friend? My wife told me about the patent seed. She works for a patent law firm. Cool, cool, cool. Love it. I'm loving all this news. Yeah. Yeah. And this is a guy, he worked at the patent office here and told me that you just can't, you know, have the idea. You can apply for it, but in order to get it, you gotta kind of prove that that thing does what it says, right? M. Grimes is in the building. How are you, my friend? XRP number 1 is here. How are you, bud? Think I'm going to buy some Spark IOUs before the airdrop. I hear you. Yeah, and apparently Flare Network just did another partnership. Maybe we'll go over that one as well with something called PAC Global, PAC, Papa Alpha Charlie Global. You're welcome, Chi-Town. XRP Joe is in the building. What's good, bro? Hey, family, just got off work. Driving home, listening in. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Thank you, my friend. Be safe on the roads, brother. Appreciate you checking in. How about that new partnership with Flare Networks and PAC Global? And I believe Flare Community on the channel said that it was akin, that PAC Global was akin to Link and what Link does. Maybe we'll listen to that. Michael Cummings, thank you. You're right, Siege. You need to have proof of work. Gotcha. Thank you, Michael. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So maybe we'll go over that as well. But guys, this patent on the ODL is massive. Like it's massive. Says right there in the notes that it's not just for banks and financial institutions. Exchanges can use it, which means that in the derivatives market, it can be used. It's on demand liquidity. Yeah. Kayla's, what's going on? Another lady of crypto checking in. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think you meant to say Flare has my crypto senses tingling. XRP Joe. Indeed. Telling you, man. Telling you. This is why people get so nervous about doing anything with XRP at low prices, right? Number one, they don't have a strategy. They don't know the market, so they're terrified to do anything. But number two, when these different things make you think that this thing is it has so many functions, the ledger, the XRP, products built on the ledger like ODL. I mean, it's like you feel like the nations and the G7s and the WEF are just going to snatch this thing up and just do a price set or just do some kind of thing because it's so massive. Right? That's why everybody doesn't want to do anything, right? But there's a strategy to still do something. If you know a strategy, if you have a plan. Look, now if you don't have a plan, just hodl, right? But if you have a plan, I'm telling you, you could, we are going to make moves at $10. We are going to get back the XRP that we made the move at $10 and still have just as much XRP or more at $10. And then just, yep, there it goes, doing this thing, right? Because the reason why I say $10 is, let me put it to you this way. I am more comfortable and confident in a $10 to $13 XRP than I am during this cycle. During this cycle, I got to make sure I say that because last time I didn't say that. During this cycle, I am more confident of a $10 to $13 XRP than I am of a $26 XRP. So since I feel like the percentages are higher to get to the $10 to $13, that's when we are going to make our move. Right? With the goal, right? When we talked about yesterday, the goal, right? Got to have that goal, have a plan. What's the goal? Put that plan into execution to accomplish the goal. Part one of the goal, add to the Blockfolio or Celsius balance. Part two of the goal, get back the XRP that I made moves at $10. Part three of the goal, leverage the Celsius platform at 12.5%. I'm going to say it's 12.5 now, but I'm just going to say 10.5 to 12.5% monthly, right? And also leverage the asset if I need to go out into the fiat world, right? That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the goal. Ooh, $80. $80 for silver, huh, M. Grimes? Whoa. Yeah, M. Grimes, I'm hearing the April stock market crash as well. Yeah. XRP Joe. I seriously hate speak to text. LOL. Yeah, I know. Right. So let me go over this this Ripple patent some more. This Spark thing is going to make a lot of people in the XRP community, I just count their blessings. They're going to be people crying amongst that heavy weight of knowing that you've been blessed to be an XRP hodler. Spark, I'm telling you, yeah, it's something. I'm telling you guys, it's something. All right. So again, the patent for the XRP-based payment solution states that the technology, ODL, is not limited to banking institution or currencies, but may rather be implemented for any exchange of value, like commodities, other digital currencies, and assets like bonds, stocks, securities, etc. Further, the document notes that ODL can be used not only by banks and financial institutions, but also by corporations and government entities. Likely covering use in the context of a digital central bank currency. In various implementations, the originating institution and the destination institution can also comprise clients of the transaction service and can include cross-medium or cross-border transaction entities, such as large financial institutions, multinational corporate entities, governmental entities, non-governmental organizations, and the like. Pretty cool. The basic concept of ODL described in Ripple Labs patent holds no surprises. Twitter's XRP Patience. Shout out to XRP Patient. First discovered the patent approval, described the system very accurately with the following few words. Step 1, accept requests for fiat to fiat. Step 2, look up the exchange rate. Step 3, convert ODL using XRP. Send XRP to the destination. Convert to the destination's fiat. Pretty cool, guys. I gotta tell you, really cool stuff. Mosttraded.com, interesting site there. So yeah, that patent is massive. And again, BNY Mellon moving into providing Bitcoin services and other cryptos We just found out that all kind of entities can use the ODL for on-demand liquidity. It's just a matter of time. And again, I think one of the things that is massively important is David Schwartz said, in order for this thing to work, XRP, the price of XRP cannot be low. So let me ask, has anyone here done their own numbers for $10 XRP, what that looks like? What exciting time to be in crypto. Keyless, you're exactly right. That's right, XRP Joe. A goal without a plan is nothing but a thought, right? You gotta have a plan. And I'm telling you guys, the best way to see that plan is to have it written down, right? Step one, how much have I invested into XRP, for example, up until now, till February 1st? What's that number? Do you know it? You have to know. Why? Because ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is devastation. Ignorance is financial hardship. You got to know, right? My mentor says to me, the numbers tell us the story. The numbers tell us the story. Do you know how much you put in? That number is massively important. That number is massively important. Do you know how much have you put into XRP so far? Is it $1,000? Is it 2,000? Is it 5,000? What's the number? Do you know? Got to know that number. Now, once you know that number, the next number is how many XRP do you have? What is that number? Is it 5,000 XRP? 10,000 XRP? What's that number? Then the next thing I hope that you know is a price point for XRP for you to move. Do you have one? Is it new all-time high? Is it $5? Is it $10? And again, when I talk about this plan, I'm personally not talking about going into United States dollars and going into my bank and paying taxes. That's not what I'm talking about. Look, if that's your deal, that's your deal. But that's not, this whole layout here is not talking about that, right? It's not talking about that. So once you got your price point, have you gone through the scenarios? Let's say your price point is in fact $10. Next thing you do is you look at your XRP and you say, I'm going to move 10% of my XRP at $10. I'm going to move 1% of my XRP at $10. My question to you is, have you written down that number? What is 10% of your XRP holdings at $10? What is that number? And with that number, can you level up your Blockfolio balance, preferably your Celsius network balance, preferably, because I'm an ambassador for the Celsius network, and it is a sound saving instrument in our generational wealth formula, right? Can you level up your balance there? And with that, can you look, again, not telling you to do it, but can you look to see what a $5 XRP would cost you? A $6 or $5 or $4 or $3? Well, wait, hold on a second. Hold on, crypto, see? Hold on. I just moved it at 10. Why am I buying it back at 6 and at 5 and at 4 or at 3? Why am I buying it at one of those numbers? How do I know that it's going to correct to those numbers? You got to do the math. How much money did you get at 10% of your XRP at $10? What's that number? Well, it's not enough for me to get back my XRP at, if I do something at 6. Well, okay. What if you did 20% of your XRP? Right? You got to do the math. Right? You want to do the math. And again, for me in the Crypto Sieges home, we have goals for $10. We have a goal of what we want to get accomplished. Do you have a goal for what you want to get accomplished? It's not just in moving the XRP at $10, right? What's the goal? Is your goal move it? Certain amount of XRP, move it at $10. I'm into the bank. I don't care about the taxes. I'm good. I'm going to live my life. Awesome. Awesome. For us in the Crypto Sieges home, our goal is to do something at $10, a certain percentage of the XRP at $10, right? Add to the Celsius balance there. Waiting. That's what we're doing. This is what we're going to do. Waiting for the correction. That's what we're doing. Right? And I'm using $10 instead of saying 10 to 13 because I believe it's going to be that range, 10 to 13. Yeah, only thing I do on Blockfolio XRP Joe is just track. So I don't know if there's anything else you can do. I think you can actually buy some cryptos and stuff on there. I don't. Yeah. So I just track it there. Because I know they got themselves apparently in some little bit of trouble, right? So it's on Celsius at whatever percentage of the XRP I let loose. It certainly will not be 100%. It will not be any more than 70%, right? Now I got this excess money, right? Whatever that certain percentage of XRP at $10, it's sitting there on Celsius. And I'm looking at that number and I say, okay, with that number, can I get back my initial number, my first number into XRP? $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, whatever my total investment in the XRP is. Can I get that back with this excess? Because that's one of our goals, to get out the money that we put in the XRP. Right? Next goal is to replenish the XRP that we moved. That's our goal, to get it back. Or more. Ideally, a little bit more, right? And I think what's most important is for example, if you put in 20,000, you put 20,000 in, and a certain percentage of your XRP at $10 gives you $500,000. $500,000. It gave you $500,000, certain percentage at $10. How much did you put in the XRP? For example, how much did you put in? 20,000. And if you take your 20,000 out, for example, you now have 480,000. These are just numbers. I'm just kind of give you a reference. You now have 480,000, right? I would venture to guess, I'm just guessing because I don't know your numbers, that at $6 at a correction, or at $5 at a correction, at $4 at a correction, or at $3 at a correction, you already took your money out, right? You already took your 20 out, 480,000. My guess is you could buy back the XRP that you sold at 10, right? Why would you buy it back, right? So now you bought back your XRP, 6, 5, 4, 3, I don't know, whatever the number is, right? So now you got the same XRP that you had going in. You got your initial money out. Got your XRP back, you got your initial money out, and you still have added to your balance. That's a great goal. I'm not telling you to do it, because I would never tell you what to do with your money, ever. So this is not financial advice, right? In no way, shape, form, or fashion, right? What a great goal. Oh, really? XRP Joe, I asked because the other day I received a crazy notification from them and believe they may have been hacked. Yeah, I heard they were hacked because there was a really bad message or something on there. XRP Joe, right? So that's a great goal. And I'm telling you, there's a possibility of doing all three of those things: getting your initial money back, getting your XRP back, and having some extra. That's a possibility in the market. Yep. MB, what's going on? Hey, Siege from the UK. What's going on, MB? Good to see you. Just wanted to let you know that's a possibility. So Flare community, look into it, right? So look into it. Check it out yourself. Tammy B says, what about taking your initial money out and then some? So, yeah, so take your initial money out. Yes, definitely, right? Definitely. And then you leave that then some. That's what we're going to do. We're going to leave some of that then some on Celsius. We call it excess. Okay, so we got the little bit of excess on Celsius. We got our XRP back, right? And we took our initial money out. I mean, I'm just saying, work the numbers, see if it's possible for you. Some of you may not have been in a position to accumulate enough XRP to take advantage of that type of thing, right? Then you would have to put in a different plan or a different strategy, which might be just hodling through, looking forward to the next bear market, right? Oh, Chi-Town's never heard. It's just an app, my friend. Chi-Town XRP. Blockfolio is just an app to track. Pretty popular app to track your digital assets. Now, I wouldn't buy anything on Blockfolio because you can use it to buy stuff. I wouldn't buy anything there, but it's just a popular way for a popular app to track your crypto portfolio and your transactions, that type of stuff. Right? XRP number one, GRT is at $2.10. Wow. I'm happy for you guys. They got some of that GRT. If you got some of that, I think that's Graph, right? Oh, FTX bought out Blockfolio. That's right. Thank you, crypto_JS. Blockfolio bought out by FTX, and you can now trade directly on the app. And they just added an ACH option for US customers. I do not use them for trading, but just more adoption is great. Absolutely. Yeah, FTX, I'm beginning to like it. They have some no fees going on, especially outside the US. But they got no fees. So they got two sites just like Binance. They got a ftx.com, then they got a ftx.us. And my understanding is this like no fees kind of going on there with them, which is great. I don't know if I've used them for a transaction yet. I do have accounts there, but I haven't used them for a transaction yet. Crypto_JS. Have you used them for a transaction yet? I have not. So again, guys, it's stuff for you to ponder and consider. I just don't want people going into this full tilt alt season with no preparation, nothing written down, no numbers, not knowing what it's going to look like, not understanding that you got to have some sell orders in place before we get there. Before we get there. Right? Yeah, I will be, Tammy B, great question. So are you planning to live off the XRP earnings, crypto credit card, or converting gains into fiat? Gains into fiat. No, we'll be living off of the earnings from XRP and Celsius, right? You know, putting it in the stable coins, putting a good portion of that in stable coins, right? And then just taking that monthly, 10.5 to 12.5%. Yep, and that's what we'll do in terms of leveraging what we want to do there, right? And so we can do it that way. Take the monthly. Let's say it's let's just say do some stuff with XRP. Now we got an extra, I don't know, $2,000 a month, right? Right, because of Celsius is paying us 10.5 to 12.5% on the USD that we have, right? We can take the 2,000 a month, right, and pay taxes on 2,000 a month, right? A little bit different, right? A little bit different, right? 2,000 a month, a little bit different in the tax gain, right? Type of deal. And be prepared for that as being income, right? Because once you put it into the account, right, that's going to be some income stuff. Or we could just do leverage the asset, and take a 1% loan. Take the 1% loan. You can do that into the fiat. And since it's a loan, there's no capital gains tax on that. So that's the other option. And we got to weigh the pros and cons kind of once we get there on the better thing, because, we have a little bit of different philosophies on it. My thing is more towards the loan. Our thing is more towards taking the monthly income and, just paying the taxes as income. So we'll kind of work that out. We may do a combination of both, No, if you're in the US, XRP number one. So I don't know anything about earning and sell because I'm in the US. Crypto Seeds, if you have USDC on Celsius, can you switch rewards and sell, then swap it over to USDC when a bear run hits? If you're in Europe, yeah, but not in the US. Because you can switch how you earn rewards anytime you want. But in the US, we don't have that option. The accredited investor option is coming. It's coming for earning in sell on Celsius. It's coming. It's not quite here yet. The lawyers already approved it. It's just a matter of them putting it on the platform. So that's coming, where as an accredited investor in the US, you can earn and sell. So, which is great. You're in Europe, so you're good, bro. You're good. Absolutely. Yep. So you are good, my friend. You are good to go. That's right, crypto_JS. You're 10,000% correct. Not going on with the US yet. And credit investors, and they're still working out stuff individually for each state in the US on what you can do and what you can't do. Like New York just doesn't, they're just hamstringed for stuff that they can do. It's brutal. No chance in heck, Chi-Town XRP. Chi-Town XRP says, how about putting them XRP earnings in a major financial institution like Fidelity, BlackRock, Deloitte, and they make that passive? Nope, no chance in heck that I am dealing with any of those, because they don't look out for me. They don't look out for me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Celsius Network pays me 80%. So for me, Chi-Town, there is no shot of doing that. Keela sees, this is helpful. Thank you. Some of us are so oblivious how this all translates to real life. It's hard to make that connection. Crypto needs to be seriously handled just like any other investment. Yeah, and we're working our way there, right? We're so young as an asset class, but yeah, we'll get there. And the reason why I like Celsius so much is they take so much of the traditional financial space and they put it and made it available for those of us who use the platform. That's why I like it a ton. Because it's a platform that looks out for my better half. It looks out for my best interest, I should say. It looks out for my best interest. And I know that in the things that they offer and the things that they're continuing to offer. So this way I don't have to think and whatever, right? I don't have to think about it at all. And trust me, when I tell you, getting a 1% loan on the value of the assets that you own without having to leverage them, that's big money. That's the big money playground. That's what big money does. And they're giving, Celsius Network is giving you and I, the average Joe and Jane, an opportunity to play in the same playground as the 1% of the 1%. I did a 1% loan just so I could tell my dudes. Yep. I couldn't wait for us to get together. Yeah, I did this little thing. Yeah, and I did this little thing, got me a little 1% thing, 1% loan on my assets. Yeah, and I didn't have to send them my credit score. I didn't have to send them my last 2 or 3 years tax statements. I didn't have to tell them who my ma was or who my pa was. I didn't have to mention you guys as references. I didn't have to sit on the other end of some table with some dude sitting back looking over my paperwork, deciding whether or not I'm worthy. None of that. The 1% don't have to do any of that. The 1% don't have to do none of that. So why should we? Why should we? That's right, Keelis. Keela says, Celsius sounds more like the real Robin Hood than Robin Exchange. That's exactly right. That's right, XRP Joe. We're trying to work on being our own banks. That is the goal. That's the goal. That is the goal. Becoming your own banker is the goal. You pick the rate. You choose how you're going to pay it back. And just telling you. Just got to believe, right? We're so conditioned not to believe that we're deserving to get a 1% loan. We're so conditioned into believing, oh yeah, we got to jump. We look. My neighbor jumped through some hoops to get some money. Surely I have to jump through hoops too. No, you don't have to jump through some other dude's hoops. You hold assets. You and I, we hold assets. They're valuable. They're so valuable that they want them. That's how valuable they are. Yeah, and they're going to pivot, Keyless. They'll pivot over the years. They're working on right now is finding multiple ways of earning yield, right? Right. They're doing mining right now. So they're mining pure Bitcoin, right? So they're figuring out multiple ways. They're doing some DeFi stuff. They're figuring out multiple ways to get yield, and they'll pivot and they'll adjust. And because the great thing about it is Alex is he's in on the 1% of the 1%. So he knows the inner workings. He knows the different things that are available to the 1% of the 1%. He just takes it from Wall Street and he puts it on the platform. He puts it on Celsius. Good dude. Good dude. So, all right, guys, listen, thank you. What's that say? You're welcome, Chi-Town. I know some people plan to do that. Now I'm hoping Celsius can do for me. My day off work is research day. I hear you, my friend. Big thanks. Big time thanks. You're welcome, bro. And that's the deal, right? And if we are not aware, that's why I always say hit the likes, right? Get this channel out to as many of us as we possibly can. It's because most people aren't aware that the 1% of the 1% playground is available to them. Think about that. The 1% of the 1% playground, where the 1% hang out, the 1% of the 1% hang out, is available to them. They don't know. That's why they look to Fidelity, because it's safe. They look to Fidelity for brand recognition. And they forget that they're not looking out for them. Hey, you're done, huh? Nice. And they forget that you know, Fidelity Digital Assets is not looking out for them. BlackRock is not looking out for the average retail investor. Zero shot of that. Zero shot. They cater to institutions. Right? Listen, guys. All right. Listen, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a really cool hang. Been a really, really cool hang. I hope I had the chance to add some value to what you got going on. Right? Hopefully they probably, you know, yeah, I would look at those fees. I would look at the fees on that for sure. But I would look at the net fees and different things like that, right? Look at the fine print for sure. Now I could be wrong, but I'm gonna hang where I know I can trust the person to look out for my better half for sure. So guys, listen, never ever forget this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But it's okay though, because we're already winning. We are already winning. We're playing a game that 99.9% of the masses don't even know is being played. That's a pretty cool place to be in. Know what you hold. Hodl strong. If you're in a position to take profits, you might want to consider it. All right, guys, listen, have a great Thursday. Thanks again so much to Keyless and Chi-Town XRP, XRP #1, XRP Joe. Be safe on the roads, bro. Crypto_JS, Tammy B, and Coco Crypto. Dro Kilo, thanks for checking in, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Jay Korn, as always, appreciate you being here, bro. MB, and who else? Eric Jenkins checked in, snuck in on me. How are you, my friend? Appreciate you hanging out. M Grimes, thanks for hanging today. I appreciate you being here. Let's see what else. Michael Cummings, it's always good to see you, bro. William Leather checked in. Appreciate you being here as well. Raphael Moore, appreciate you being here as well. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. And I'll probably see you guys tonight. Have a great day, guys. See ya.